Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the Surah Mulk challenge. And today we are covering ayats number 3 and 4 of Surah Mulk. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. الذي خلق سبع سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير صدق الله العظيم. Ayat number 3, translation. He, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has created the 7 skies in layers. You will not see any inconsistency in Allah's creation. Look again. Do you see any cracks in the sky? Translation of ayat number 4. Look again and once again. In other words, as many times as you please. And your gaze will return defeated and exhausted. But you will be unable to see any defects. You will be unable to see any defects in the creation of the sky. We repeat the translation. He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has created the 7 skies in layers. That is, they go one above the other. You will not see any inconsistency, that is, defects in Allah's creation. Look again. Do you see any cracks in the sky? Next ayat, look again and once again. In other words, as many times as you please. And your gaze will return defeated and exhausted. But you will not be able to see any defect in the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, from this ayat, it appears that one can actually see the sky. And what we see above us, the blue atmosphere, the bluish color of the atmosphere, that may be transparent. Beyond that, what is seen is the sky. But if there is any evidence to prove that the sky cannot be seen with the human eye, then it will refer to seeing with the eye of the mind, what we call intellectual observation. And even from that point of view, the proof is there, the evidence is there, that there are no cracks in the sky. If we think about it, Allahu Akbar, how majestic and great is Allah's creation of the sky, that the sky is a physical body. It has doors from which good actions enter and good conditions descend. Good actions go up and good conditions descend. Bad actions go up and bad conditions descend. Sustenance and risk descends from the sky. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the sky as a solid structure. It's not just atmosphere and air out there. It is a solid structure. But how amazing the solid structure is, that there is no supporting column. There's no columns to hold the earth up. Today, if a person wants to suspend a slab in a building, it's impossible to do that without putting huge, thick columns filled with steel and concrete. Otherwise, a slab cannot stand. There has to be load-bearing walls or pillars to hold up a slab. Yet the sky is a solid structure. It is a slab from that point of view. A massive slab. But not a single column is holding it up. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is holding it up by His power and His qudrat. And this is what the surah is about, to make us reflect and ponder on the qudrat and the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is inviting man that inspect the sky. Like that, we do an inspection of a building. The building inspector comes and looks at the slab and he says, oh, I can see a crack here, I can see a crack here. Why? Poor workmanship, or the building specs were not fulfilled. Right. So, therefore, cracks will appear. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you inspect the sky and look carefully, and don't look once, look again, and look again and again. You will get tired of looking, but you will not see any defect in the manner in which Allah Rabbul Izzat has created the sky, how perfect it is. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create in our hearts the realization of His greatness, His might, His power, His qudrat, and His immense knowledge, and how puny and how weak man is. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.